Hola, hola, hola. Hello, lovelies, and welcome back to the next episode of the Do's and Don'ts of Makeup. Okay, so we're gonna do eyeliner. Yeah, we're gonna do the don'ts and the do's of eyeliner. So, this is what you don't do. You don't. Let me just use my finger the way everybody else does it. You don't pull on your eye and do this. And the reason why, because like this, it looks like, oh, how pretty. But then when you let it go, I don't know if you noticed there, but you see there? It's distorted. It's basically, it's not, you don't see that. I put a lot in the corner. Give me 1 second. Okay. Good. So I pulled on my lid and I put on the liner, but at the end it's distorted. It's not flawless. The way you want to put on liner, you don't want to pull on your lid. Take your time with it. Start from your inner eye and gently go applying it. Stay close to your lash line. And if you need to apply more, then you apply more. But this way, I'm not pulling on my skin. So it's filling in where it needs to fill in. The line is not gonna mess up. Look at the difference between this line on this eye and this line on this eye. See the difference? If you want to add a little wing to it, at the corner of your eye, right where the brown is on the shadow, you just do a little line. Not too much. Fill it in. And you go adding. And now I'm going to add a little bit more. Now I'm going to come here to my inner eye. And I'm going to add another layer of the green, but a little bit higher. I'm filling it in. And you just go adding. Connecting it. Look at how pretty that looks. Now, if I wanted to add a wing to this eye, and I would have done the same concept by pulling on it, this is basically what it would look like. So I'm pulling on my eye, and I'm gonna go up and then I'm gonna go in. Still pulling on the eye. See how pretty it looks when you pull the eye? But then when you let it go, it changes it. Changes the whole dynamic. And that's why you shouldn't pull on your eye. It looked thinner when I had pulled on it, and then when you let it go, it just made it big. It just made it thicker, and it changed the dynamics of it, actually. That's why you shouldn't pull on your eye. So the next thing that we're going to do is the eyeliner. So going back to the face palette with the do's and the don'ts. So I'm going to take a black liner, and I am just going to put it on my waterline. Now with this eye, I am going to go with the, actually I'm not using the face palette, sorry. The iconic palette that I used before. I'm going back and I'm going to take a, I'm sorry, it's called a liner brush. Sorry. I should have had it out. Okay, so I'm looking for a liner brush. So it looks like this. A smudge brush, liner brush. I'll use this one. I'll use a smudge brush. It's basically like this. So I'm going back with this iconic palette. And I am going to add the green and the brown. Or if I wanted to, I can also do like a, you could do it either way. I'm looking through my liners. Okay, I can't find my brown one. I don't know why. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to take that green emerald that I used with the pen, it could be a liner brush or it could be a smudge brush, however you choose. Grab some of that emerald there, and then just place it under my eye. See how eyeshadow just kind of like softens up? It's not harsh and it's very lightly. It gives it a very gentle, pretty look. And then on my inner eye, I'm going to go with that brown color that I used, that Bliss color that I used. And I'm just going to go on the inner eye. Add brown. So I'm incorporating the two colors that I used on my lid. I'm putting it on the bottom of my eye. Okay. Let's add a little bit more of that green. And very lightly, you just put it on very lightly. And you mix the two. And look how pretty that is. You can go a step further if you want. You can add a white liner to open it up. Or you can leave it like that. Look how pretty that looks. Instead of adding like a black liner and just giving myself like this harsh look, I incorporated the colors that I used on my eyeshadow. I used it as my liner on the bottom. That's simple. Okay? So that was the do's and don'ts. I'm trying to think what else. We'll do it tomorrow. Stay tuned tomorrow and watch the other video on the do's and don'ts. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.